everybody, it's me Leo and welcome back to another Stardew Valley Legacy speed build. So today we're working on the Carpenter's house. This is where the local carpenter Robin lives with her husband Demetrius, who is a scientist slash botanist, and their two kids Sebastian and Maru, who are both eligible bachelors and bachelorettes. So first off, I gotta say I had so much fun building this. This actually turned out to be one of my favorite houses I built so far. I just really liked how it looked overall, and I think it's probably tied with Pierre's house. These two are probably like my favorite ones that I've done so far. But yeah, this is where the character Robin lives. She is a very important character. She is the local carpenter, and if you guys are familiar with games like Stardew Valley or Harvest Moon, you would know how important the job of the carpenter is, because as you progress through the game and as you basically upgrade your lifestyle, you will also have to upgrade your farm and your house, and that's what the carpenter is for. Not only does she upgrade your farm and your house, she can build you certain structures that will allow you to keep animals on your farm, and she will also sell you furniture as well. So she's one of the few she's one of the few sellers that you can actually buy furniture from. The other one is, I think, the traveling merchant, and I'm not sure if you can buy furniture from Krobus or from like the cat merchant. I don't know. But yeah, I actually have such a soft spot for Robin and just this family in general. I don't know why, but I just really like them. Robin and Demetrius just look so good as a couple. I really like Maru, and I've gotten to know Sebastian quite a bit as well. So I don't know why, but I feel like all of the people that live in like this area, like Robin's family and also Linus, I feel like I always talk to them because I feel like the place they live in, which is the mountain region, I always pass by that region to go to the mines. So yeah, I think that's why I always like interact with them. But yeah, Robin, she is a really important character, and her importance is actually signified by the fact that she is one of the first people you meet when you first move into Stardew Valley. She is one of the welcoming committee together with Mayor Lewis, and when she actually gets to talk to you, she will immediately criticize your farm for being trash, basically, for being run down, and it's really funny. Her banter with Mayor Lewis is just so hilarious. And anyway, so Robin is married to Demetrius, and Demetrius, he is a scientist slash botanist. Every time you talk to him, he always brings up certain plants and stuff, and I think that Demetrius, I really like talking to him, even though he does come across really aloof and distant at some point, because every time I would pass by his house, he would always be like overlooking the cliff, and he would be like really abstract, and I'm like, oh my gosh, can you like yeah, he's very aloof and he's very distant sometimes. So I don't know, I really like Demetrius though. I think he's very handsome. Anyway, let's see here. What else do I have to say? Oh, Robin and Demetrius are actually how can I say this correctly? It's not their first marriage, basically, because they have, I believe, I'm not sure if this is the same for Demetrius, but I know that Robin has been married before, and in her previous marriage, she had one kid, and he is Sebastian, who is one of the bachelors in Stardew Valley. Sebastian actually has a lot of similar traits to his stepfather, Demetrius. They're both very distant at first, but I think Sebastian, he's more of like, I don't know, he's kind of like a different kind of distant. I think Sebastian's more shy, as opposed to Demetrius, who's always just like, his mind is like always occupied, he's always thinking of like scientific stuff. But Sebastian, he is a video gamer. He likes to play games. You would always find him with his good friends Abigail and Sam in the arcade at the Star Drop Saloon, and it's really fun. I always ship those three. I think Sebastian is actually shipped with Abigail. Oh my god, that did not sound right. But I feel like the two of them have like this special bond. So that's really interesting. Anyway, and Sebastian's stepsister, Maru, she is the daughter of Demetrius and Robin. So basically, yeah, they had her when they were already together, and I really like Maru. She is one of my favorite bachelorettes, together with Leah and Abigail. I mean, I love all of them, but I really like Maru. I like her character. She is I'd like to think of her as like a scientist / inventor. But she's also a nurse. I mentioned her in a couple of my builds before. I think when I built the hospital, like Harvey's clinic. I think I mentioned Maru at some point in that video, and you will actually find her oftentimes in Harvey's clinic. And I think that Maru actually has a very I don't know how to say it properly, but her character has like so much she does. She's like a Renaissance woman, if you guys get what I mean. You know, I'm not sure if you guys know what the definition of a Renaissance man is, but basically during the Renaissance period, there were a lot of people like Leonardo da Vinci. I was gonna say DiCaprio, but Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo. They weren't only good at one thing; they were good at like so many different things. So painting, sculpting, inventing, mathematics, and all of that stuff. And I feel like Maru is the same thing, because not only do I see her as a nurse, she is also a scientist, and I think she's also an astronomer as well, so that is kind of crazy. But yeah, I also think of her as an inventor as well. So I don't know, just like the three-dimensionality of her character is just crazy. But you guys just saw me. I think now is the time to talk about the build. By the way, I feel really hyper right now. I don't know why. I had so much coffee. Like, okay, so I ordered some McDonald's. Yeah, I like had some chicken nuggets. I ordered takeout basically. I asked them to get me like a Coke float. That's what I wanted for my drink. And then when the guy came, he actually had an iced coffee instead. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I already had another coffee earlier today, and then I'm gonna have another iced coffee. I mean, to be honest, I could have probably rejected it. That was like my right, but I would have preferred either, like, I mean, either one I would have liked anyway. So like, I was like, you know what, iced coffee, I don't really want to make a big fuss out of this, so I'll just take it, because I really enjoyed it anyway. The only problem is that I feel like it just made me way too hyper. Also earlier today I finished PewDiePie's Detroit series. Oh my gosh, that is such a beautiful game. I have such a soft spot for Connor. Like, he's so cute, and I don't know, I love that game. I miss it when Felix, PewDiePie, does video games. Like, I can't believe he's been doing this for like 8 years. Like, I mean, I have been doing it for 5 years and I can't even believe this. But okay, enough rambling. Yeah, let's go back to the build. Also, I still have the ear infection. Like, I still have partial hearing loss on my left ear, so yeah. Anyway, so yeah, you guys get the drill. Like, I just tried my best to get everything to look as close to the game as possible. So in the front we have Robin's shop, and then to the right in the garage area we have like the lab where Demetrius and Maru's always at. And then we have the kitchen, nothing too crazy, and then Demetrius and Robin's bedroom. Once again, I just tried my best to replicate what it looks like in the game. Though one thing you guys probably have noticed is that there's no bathroom yet. So I'll actually make the bedroom of Demetrius and Robin slightly smaller just to accommodate a bathroom. Also, right now we're working on Maru's bedroom, and her bedroom actually has a little trap door on one corner over there. I'm not sure if you guys caught that, but apparently you can actually enter that trapdoor. In one of Maru's heart sequences, you can actually get there. I don't know how I'm gonna incorporate it because I wasn't able to incorporate it in this build, but I do know that you can go down there, and there's something down there which I'm not gonna spoil, but I don't know actually, like, because the thing is, I have no space to put a staircase. So I'm like, how am I gonna do this? But I don't know, you guys please let me know if I should put it, if it really doesn't matter, because I don't think it really is that important, but if a lot of people want me to put it there, so I'm probably gonna put it there. So anyway, right now we're just moving around the furniture for Robin and Demetrius' bedroom. Because I forgot to put a toilet, so I'm just trying to squeeze one in. By the way, their last name, okay, so Robin and Maru, they're gonna have the same name, and then Demetrius and Sebastian are also gonna have the same last name. Yeah, last name is what I'm trying to say. So Robin and Maru are gonna be Robin and Maru Maple. I really like the sound of Robin Maple and Maru Maple. And then Sebastian's gonna be Sebastian Drake, and Demetrius is also gonna be Demetrius Drake. Now I know that makes things more complicated because technically Sebastian, like, Demetrius isn't Sebastian's real biological father, but I don't know, I just cannot think of other names. Plus I feel like Sebastian Drake, like, how like dapper is that? I really like the sound of that. Also, Demetrius, his name is just crazy. I've never heard of that before. I mean, yeah, I've actually heard of Demetrius before, but it was so hard to think of like a last name or like a surname for the name Demetrius. By the way, I think Demetrius is one of the characters from Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream. When I was in high school, I was in like the production design team, and I think it was our 4th year. It was our senior year of high school. We did like a speech choir for you know, it was like a really big competition for like the provincial level or something, and I designed the costumes and the sets. Like, I literally drew like a thing, and we had it painted and stuff, like the scenery and stuff. So yeah, yeah, I know. Anyway, it just brought back memories thinking about Demetrius and how his name is probably from A Midsummer Night's Dream. Who else? I forgot the name of the other characters. I know that there were Helena and Hermia, and there was another guy. I keep forgetting his name. Whatever. And we won, by the way. We won that speech choir competition for the whole provincial level, and we were really proud. I actually have videos of it on YouTube, which is on my personal channel, and please don't look it up. It's probably not gonna show up, but it was just the nostalgia. I really love this feeling. But yeah, anyway, you guys let me know if like I should name Sebastian like differently from his stepfather. I don't really mind, to be honest. Like, yeah, I don't really think that the rules apply in this case. Also, let's see, Alex, should I give him his grandparents' name, or should I give him like a different name? Because I think I've already talked about this in the previous part. But yeah, George and Evelyn, they're the Mulners. Alex, I believe, has a different, like, he's related to them through his mom. So, you know, if we follow like the traditional Western naming system, he would be named after his father, technically. So I don't know how that's gonna work out. So I'm either gonna call Alex Mulner or Alex Miller, either one of those, because yeah, I mean, I like the sound of either one of those. But anyway, one of my favorite aspects, back to the build, I get carried away and ramble, but one of my favorite aspects of this build is actually like the stuff outside. There's like telescopes, there's like satellite dishes, and I really like that. So I had so much fun putting those in. The telescopes in The Sims 4 are just so big. So why can't they give us like normal sized telescopes? Like why? Even like binoculars, you know? So yeah, anyway, that's there. I also put like the satellite dish thing that came with Get to Work. It actually has some interactions to it that you can like do for the neighborhood and stuff. Also, since we are in the mountain region, I noticed that the ground was actually a different color. I started off with our usual natural colored soil, but then I realized that the ground was slightly darker and slightly less saturated, so I changed actually the ground texture that I had. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. For the rest of the week, the builds that we're going to be doing are pretty much all from the mountain region, so you guys can look forward to that as well. And I can definitely say that tomorrow's build, the one I'm planning, is a really interesting one. Yeah, all that's left to do is put some plants, and in the backyard area where there's a fence, like where there's like this little fenced-in area, I'm gonna put like a barbecue and like an outdoor dining and let's see here, like, yeah, a trash can. So I think that's pretty much it for this build. As always, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up right here. If you guys want to support the channel, please subscribe and share the video, because that would be so awesome. And yeah, you all have an awesome day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of the video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.